Hello and welcome to my first episode of Spilt Milk. Today with me in my first episode I have my two dearest friends, Sally Jones and Rhiannon Cook. Sally, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Any highs and lows today already at 10 in the morning? No, it's not 10.
Not really, I've just woken up.
Okay, Rhi, what about you?
Wait, what?
How are you today?
Not used to being up this early.
I know, I dragged her out of bed today. Alarm at 7 o'clock. For the first episode today, guys, you're here to talk about our 20s. Woohoo! Even though I'm just 21.
Yeah, you've got more experience.
By 1 year.
By 1 year.
I
I'm
have
a cougar.
3 years experience.
I have
20, 21 and 22.
I have 2, 20 and 21.
Yeah, did I?
Is that how you do it? I was going to think in 1, but then...
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but 20 counts because it's 20.
I guess so. I was 20 in July.
August.
Oh my god, throughout my 20s so far I've been in uni.
Oh my god.
That's kind of
like,
depressing.
Wait, what?
Wait, how old was I?
No.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
20 and then in August and then I started university in September.
How does that feel?
A waste.
Do you feel like being in your 20s at uni is worth it?
Kind of. Like, you meet like a lot of people and it's an experience at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a bit of a roller coaster, isn't it?
Yeah. But then it feels like you're wasting 3 years of your life on work and just trying to juggle everything all at once.
I always feel that like, I see people who didn't go to uni and they're like working full time and they've got a house and they've got a dog and I'm just
Yeah.
sat here in a dark student house.
Well, that's way too early though.
And I'm like, right, I've got like £200.
Whereas
that-
they've got like £3,000-4,000 a month.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not probably all as it seems, but sometimes you feel the pressure. Do you think your 20s have been a bit stressful? Like the beginning of them? Do you think, you know, when you're little, you're like, oh, I'm going to get married to like Leonardo DiCaprio when I'm 21. Like,
That's
I'm
a
gonna
bit
have
weird
a baby.
considering he's like double your
Yeah,
age.
that is a bit weird, but
I
it
mean,
just,
some people do it, you know. Keep going, whatever. Yeah.
you know, would you want to get married in our 20s now?
Not now.
No. I think when I was younger I had a plan like,
Oh yeah,
23, 25, get married, 27, have kids. Now I'm like, that's 10 years in the future.
it's awful, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, I know so many people getting engaged. I mean, all to them and all,
Yeah.
you know. But I feel the pressure sometimes. Are you
So
disappointed in any things in your 20s? Like, do you feel like you failed at things that maybe when you were younger, you thought you were gonna do?
I don't think it's necessarily like that. I think it's just a bit of an anticlimax. Everyone builds up like, 21st birthday, and you get there and it's like people expect you to be an adult and you don't know what you're doing still.
And it's like the
just a
same as your
number,
18th,
so-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when you
Yeah.
reach 18, the hype goes off, you go out a bit, and then you're like, right, these adult responsibilities.
It's kind of like, now what?
Yeah.
So I've
And-
got to look forward to 30 and that's
And like now I'm like, you're working, you're at uni, you've got a car, you do have bills to pay, like phone bills and even like Netflix bills. You're just
Yeah.
like, right, I never thought I would have to pay for this. And like the gym.
you realise that money doesn't go as far as you thought it did.
No, like when you're in like, I don't know, year 6 and you get £100 in your bank
Oh,
account
so much.
and you're just like, yeah. And now £100 wouldn't even do a food shop
No.
and to
No,
really
definitely not.
not for like 2 weeks.
Especially if you hit like 21 and like your parents are still providing for you. It's like you feel so bad about it.
Yeah,
guilty
I mean,
about it.
I'm like really appreciative to like my parents give me money, but I do still work every time I go home, but I still feel bad like I just don't like it. But then I know I've had discussions with them with like, you know, you don't need it, I can, you know, get it myself. They're like, no, we want to, because it's not fair that just because we earn a little bit more that you have to suffer, like even your social life has to suffer.
Yeah, and that's something you shouldn't have to feel like.
Or you have to eat basic food because you only can afford like the basic food, and that's like, well, that just makes you miserable at uni if all you're eating is like jacket potato, even though I rate jacket potatoes. That's probably pasta. No, it's jacket potatoes with beans and cheese. Oh. What's your top tier food at uni, Sally?
Pot noodle.
Because you can get 10 of them and it doesn't even reach a £5.
That's like a proper student food. Like, because I work, I kind of want to avoid that. Like, I feel like a lot of my student loan goes on like healthy food because I do cook like a lot myself, and I just don't want to eat nothing and skip meals.
Like, it's so time consuming though.
Yeah.
Like, cooking your own food, and then if you've got work and like uni work, there's not enough hours in the day.
Yeah, like
I feel like there's not enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
At uni. So, we are in Cardiff, the capital of Wales. Woo! As a university city, what are your thoughts on Cardiff? Like, there's so many things we could talk about. Like, Chippy Lane is the best thing that's happened to Cardiff.
Yeah, like the nightlife is good, but it unless like I personally feel like I go to the same places, and like I haven't discovered all of Cardiff, and I've been here for like 2.5 years. Yeah, like I haven't really been to that many places. Like, personally, I'm not a big fan of Cardiff. Gotta put that out there. I'm not a big fan.
No, you're gonna get hated.
I just feel like I haven't. Maybe it's because I haven't seen as much as I should, but like personally, I don't have enough time. So like as a student, I feel like Cardiff.
Go on a bike ride around the city.
Oh, maybe.
On like a tandem bike, all three of us together.
I just feel like it's hyped. Like a lot of people who I've spoke to, like who actually come from Cardiff, like, oh, have you been to the Bay yet? And I'm like, yeah, there's nothing there. You have to have a load of money just to sit in one of the restaurants. Like, I feel like there's hardly anything to look at. Like, I prefer Barry Beach more than the Bay.
Oh, Barry.
By quite a lot.
Good old Barry.
But, like, I just feel like at home I have so much more to do. And, like, I don't know if it's because obviously I know the area more. But, like, I don't know. Like, people who live in Cardiff, they just mention the same things. Like, oh, go to the Bay. Go to Barry. That's it.
I prefer Cardiff other than home. Because at home, I'm just, like, landlocked. And I just think the area is quite... dirty almost. I feel like Cardiff is quite a clean city, and I like being close to the sea. I'm not really a fan of like Cardiff's like beaches, but
I feel like in North Wales, like you've got the countryside like all the way along the coast.
You do.
But like I feel like here I feel so stuck in the city. Like I personally, when I was younger, I've always imagined myself like living in a city. But then
when you get to it,
when you actually get here, you're like, oh.
So Ree, final discussion. What would you say for people coming up to uni in September? Yeah. What would be your best advice you would give them about uni just in general?
I would say kind of come to university with an open mind. Like, you don't have to throw yourself into doing everything. I think a lot of people think they've got to get involved with everything to make friends. I think it is important that you do go out of your comfort zone, you do talk to people, but kind of be safe at the same time. Because I know a lot of people think, oh, freshers, I need to go out. Like, you don't have to. I think you just do what you feel comfortable.
I agree, because I think there's such a heavy pressure on like drinking culture at uni. Like, especially when you come to uni, like it's very, very, I think for people I've heard who don't really like, they get called boring and a buzzkill, and I get it is annoying when you ask one, they always say no, but that's something different. But like if they just don't want to drink as much, that's okay. Like, it's crazy like the amount of drinking cultures in university, and you feel like you can't be a part of it if you don't like it, so then you just isolate yourself with
I was kind of worried with that because I didn't really drink at all when I came to university, and I just thought like I'm not going to be able to go out and do that. But then the friends that I made, they weren't bothered, and I would have like a few drinks with them but nothing silly, and I didn't feel that I was being made to feel like I was boring or anything. So I think if anyone is making you feel like that, then they're not the people you want to spend time with.
You should find some other people. Like, it's okay if you don't want to join in freshers
like, for some
or all
people,
the societies.
They like going out having a cocktail or going to spoons with their friends. They don't like going out to clubs, and I think as long as you're spending time with people who have the same sort of interests and things like that as you, then you'll get on fine.
Making sure you like socialise as well, and looking after yourself, because I feel like uni can just take over, and I feel like you still need to like remember you have family back home and to always keep in contact, and you know, just try and balance things and make more schedules for yourself, and you know, just look after yourself instead
Get yourself in a routine
Yeah.
that fits you.
Yeah.
So, like, I think look after yourself, because I had experience where I felt really isolated in my first year.
Yeah,
And
same.
like now I've learned, like, I'm in a brilliant place. I've got brilliant lifelong friends, and like, but having that experience has made me realise I've got to put myself first. Sometimes work is second best, and my mental and physical health is first, you know. And like, starting uni is a big thing. Advice is look after yourself. Don't party too hard.
Yeah,
but
just take a bit of time to
party enough,
socialise,
so
but not too much.
And then do your work, because you don't want to hand it in into, well, first year doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's why, like, I think first year you need to like
really get to know yourself and get to know other people and find the right people.
Yeah, don't stick with the same people because you feel like you have to.
No, yeah, if you see cracks and you want to venture out and meet new people, go for it. So guys, that was the first episode of Spilt Milk, all about uni and 20s and everything in between. Thank you for listening, and hopefully this will be a successful F&P project. Thank you to my two amazing guests, Sally Jones and Rhiannon Cook-Sutton. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.